Well, hello, and hello again to those of you who might have missed the Amazon Live this morning. My table is still a mess. I have still been here. I've been here since 10 a.m. It's 1:48 p.m. I haven't had a sip of water and I haven't eaten anything. I need to get back to having a life. But I didn't want to leave, clear this up and leave and not show you what can be done with all the amazing prints that I created this morning. So that's the reason why I didn't get up, which is also the reason why I'm, here finishing up, and I'm again extending to the floor. So you'll be seeing me pick up stuff from the floor. But I wanted to show you the state of my table and also show you how many prints, what it looks like, and what happened after the live ended. So let me just again, because this is Facebook, we had some glitches this morning, and thank you so much for all your patience for those of you who joined. Yes, so I can hear myself
this morning, and thank you so much for.
I can hear myself. So it was our first time doing an Amazon Live. We had no clue, and when I say we, I mean the Jelly Arts team. Luann, who is the owner, the co-owner of Jelly Arts, was there. And we had the social media coordinator, Liz. She was there in the back end. So we had no idea how an Amazon Live would work. We just knew that there was a way to do a demo. There was a way for you to see me while I was doing the demo. But we didn't know if the shopping links would work. We didn't know if the chat would work. We didn't know if I'd be able to see while I was creating. So it was a test this morning. So thank you to all those of you who were there live and helped us figure out some of the links that were not working and things like that. So the next time we do this, it'll be a more seamless process. But for those of you who did not watch the live, there's a link to the replay in this description, and you can click on the link and you can watch the replay of the demo. You actually will have a distinct advantage looking at the demo because I'm going to show you what I did with the prints that I created in the live. So you'll have a look at what I made, because people who watched the live today didn't get to see what I ended up doing. They saw the process. They got a lot out of it, I hope, from seeing the different techniques that can be used and mediums that can be used and textures that can be used, but they didn't get to see the final products. So I'm going to change the camera view here so you can see this glorious mess that is my table. You see? This is all from this morning. So this is what I ended up doing. This is one of the last prints that I had made. This was a double-sided print that I had made that is now all like punched out. And that is what I do with my prints, is punch them out and use them. This was the deli paper that I had that had Coast prints on it. You can see that it's been trimmed, and there's still a beautiful color shift feather print on this. Let me put it against a white background so you can appreciate the details and the texture in this print. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So you know that I'll be using it in something. It didn't get used today, but it will. The rest of the deli paper is gone, so you know that I've used that. Okay, what other remnants do we have? We don't have much that is left. We have a heart that's punched out from another piece of paper that was printed on, which will be used at some point in something. I don't throw away anything, as you know. There's another strip over here. There's one strip here, one strip here. Okay, so these are my leftovers from all the printing that happened today. And then there's this braille sheet, and then there's this heart. Okay, so want to see what I made from all the prints that we did today? I am just, before I show you though, I just want to say, I opened that holiday gift box, the 5x7 gel plate holiday gift box. I was stunned. I had no idea how many textures were included in that gift box. It's crazy. I mean, the amount of stuff you get that if you were to buy individually would cost you a ton of money. You actually end up saving 25% by buying that holiday gift box kit. It's like you get all of this stuff. You get Q-tips, feathers, but these textures are what is amazing to me. You get all of this. This is embossed sheets that you can use over and over and over again. The Punchinella, this nifty little thing that I'm going to use more of, that I haven't used that much of. Today was my first time using it. Eyelash yarn, burlap. What else was in there? Leaves, rubber bands, foam sheet, rope. I mean, it's just never ending. It was like a Pandora's box, and I was opening it, bubble wrap. And I just kept seeing all these things come out, and I'm thinking, for someone who's new in gel plate printing, this is it. This is your treasure trove. This is your box. So if you were to gift someone that holiday gift box and they get all of this, they're set. They don't even have to start collecting things to create with. They already have all of this going for them. And then the mini seashell plate gift box had that mini seashell gel plate. And then it came with all of these 6 colors, these paint wells, and 6 popsicle sticks, and a seashell stencil, which was also pretty cool. That's what the mini seashell gift box came with. So I am honestly, I work with Jelly Arts. I really adore them, the people who run the company. I love their products, but to me, this was a shocker. I mean, I'll be buying some of these holiday gift box kits to gift to teachers that I know who love to craft, because I don't have to do anything else. I just have to give them the kit and they're ready to fly, do their thing. Okay, so these were some samples that I had shared before the live, and I had said I would show people how to make them. We obviously, and there were stencils. There were stencils, I just discovered. So stencils were part of the holiday gift box kit too. So I had showed these earlier, these bookmarks. I'm holding them because I have too much stuff on my table right now. These bookmarks and the tag, the 3D tag, and this. So I had shown all of these, and then I had shown a votive, and I had shown this wooden ornament, right? So I had shown all of this as examples of what you can do with your gel plate. This was prior to the live. I was being very ambitious, let me just say that, because it's not a very long time. An hour is not a very long time, especially when you're unboxing something and you're talking to people who might be new to the gel plate as a concept to begin with. So all of that, and then showing the first couple of techniques where I printed with the seashell, the mini seashell plate. So this was something that I did, and when you hit the replay button, you'll be able to see me create these and talk to you about the differences in these prints and why those differences are there and what you are doing to achieve these, and how things change as you continue working with your gel plate and become more familiar with the amount of paint you should use and all that stuff. So this is all part of the replay. You'll be able to watch this. But all of this takes time. So for me to not be able to actually create these products in real time was a bummer, but I went over I was on for 11, I ended at 11:32. So I was on for an hour and a half. I had to end because my doorbell was ringing, and it would have kept ringing because my cleaners were here. So I had to end the live. So I couldn't show anything that I made, but I do want to show what I made. So when you go back and watch the replay, you'll know where this came from, and I'll also post photos. This was printed on deli paper. This was a ghost print. This was printed on copy paper. This was printed on cardstock, all using very different techniques, different stencils, different textures. And I just stuck everything together on a card base. And now it's a card with a simple sentiment. Now you can embellish it further, of course. You can add like little jewels and, glitter and stuff like that. You can totally embellish this, make a little border. But for a quick card, for a person who's just starting out on the gel plate, I think it's pretty cool that you can make something like this. Okay, other stuff that I made. I took a couple more ghost prints when I was doing feather printing. So this is another card that I made. So this was actually a spur of the moment ghost print pull that I did. And I just had some scrap card paper lying around and I just pulled that. All I did was trim this. And this is another gel plate print. The heart is from another gel plate print using eyelash yarn. And then I just added a sentiment, right? So it's 2 feathers, a heart. I don't know what I'd do without you. Simple, easy. I mean, I don't call the gel plate the gift that keeps on giving for no reason. Here's another gel plate print that I pulled today. This I did not modify at all. This was done with these, where did those go? The inks. I just had them a minute ago. Oh, where did my inks go? Anyway, they're ink pads that are shaped like this, teardrop shape. I don't know what I did with them. They're somewhere on my table. Okay, so this was with those ink pads. They're dye inks, and I just stamped them on the gel plate. I did another layer of that yellow that you see, which is the color shift, so it has a nice sheen to it. And then I did another layer of a ghost print pull with the eyelash yarn. And you will see me make all of this in the replay when you watch the replay. But this is the final product. So I just took that panel, trimmed it, added it to a card base, added Happy New Year, done. Here's another one. A lot of people were upset with me for cutting this up. So this particular panel, when you watch the replay, count how many layers there are. I don't know how many layers I did over this, but I think it was like 8 layers, 7 or 8 layers. This entire panel is 7 or 8 layers. Then there was this on the deli paper using the doily that came with the holiday kit, the 5x7 one. So that's deli paper, that's cardstock, 7 or 8 layers, 1 layer. And then this was, I think, 2 layers of the burlap, the eyelash yarn, and just some other textures, the heart that I punched out from another sheet. So I combined all of them to make this card and just put a sentiment in the middle. Lots of cards. Okay, another thing that I made, another card coming up. This I was able to kind of show on the live. So this little rosette here, you can actually add a jewel in the middle to make it really nice, like a white jewel in the middle. I think a pearl would look really nice over here, or a snowflake, whatever you have. But a little jewel in the middle will really dress this up. So this is another one of those ghost prints, the feathers. So I had 3 feathers lined up on my gel plate, and I just used 2 different pieces of paper to pull those ghost prints up. Now this one had more paint in the sense that this paint was not dried up. This paint was almost drying up, so you can see the difference. And again, when you watch the replay, you'll see me make it. So this, you can see how they look very, very different, these 2 cards, even though it's the same print left on the gel plate that I pulled. And then I kind of showed how to make this. So this little rosette here is made by cutting half of this tissue paper that the print was on. Okay, don't waste anything, use up everything. Looks very different than this, of course. And then just added a sentiment. And once I add the pearl over here, it'll be done. You missed a lot, Olivia, but there's a replay that you can watch. Okay, last 3 things that I made. So this I made on the live here is the 3D tag. So I made this on the live. I did the punching out and the sticking and showed people how to make this. And then on the back, we had this coast print. I just added a punched out heart on the back. You can personalize this, write a little message. And I added a strip and a ribbon. That's all I did. There's nothing to it. Once you're done with your gel plate prints, I mean, there's so much that you can do with it. Okay, then there was this print. Again, this was a ghost print, multiple prints on my deli paper. And because it's deli paper, it's transparent. And so I just stuck that on cardstock, cut it out, added these foil words, phrases, whatever you want to call them, from pre-printed paper, laminated it, added an eyelet, added a tassel, and you have a custom bookmark that you can give to someone, right? Easy. This was the last pull that I did during the demo. This was on thick cardstock. To make it double-sided, I just trimmed the cardstock and stuck it back to back. Then I added these little punched out circles from another print that you're seeing repeatedly appear because I loved that pull. And then add all of these on this side, so you've got a double-sided bookmark with a coordinating tassel. Did I make anything else? Let me check the floor. So that was, I mean, look at this. This is all of the stuff that I was able to create. Oh, wait, I also did 2 votives. How did I forget that? Again, another spur of the moment decision. And I showed how to make votives on the gel plate. And it was super easy. It took all of, 30 seconds maybe. These were the 2 I made. So one is transparent, and you can put a candle in there. It'll make some really beautiful shadows on the wall when there's a light in here. And then there's the opaque one, which will have a nice soft glow when it's lit up. So all from that one holiday kit, people. One holiday kit. And it had everything in it for me to make all of this stuff in a 1.5 hour long demo. So you make the prints and then you spend some time working with those prints to make whatever you want to make, but you can do so much. I mean, this is a gift that keeps on giving. So I'm happy to share what I know about the gel plate and about, promoting Gelly Arts, because I love that company. I really love the people that work with it, and so grateful and so humbled to be part of that team and to be able to do all of this so I can share my love, my passion for the gel plate with you all and show you what you can do with yours and how you can use the gel plate as a medium for experiences with your loved ones, because that really is what is so meaningful about the gel plate to me. I get to play, yes, but I get to play with my daughter too. And I get to give this gel plate as a gift to her friends. And then they come over and we have parties at home where we're all just crafting together. We each have our gel plates and we make stuff. And I think that is the gift that you're giving when you give the gift of a gel plate to someone. It really is that. It's, the joy of creating without inhibition, without worrying, without agendas, without knowing what's going to emerge. It's the surprise element. And kids, I tell you, are the best artists when it comes to the gel plate because they don't fear anything. They will experiment. And that's what that gel plate affords you to do. It allows you to experiment. So watch the replay. Let me know if you have any questions, and buy yourself some holiday gifts for yourself or for people in your life that you love that you want to share the gift of creating with. I don't get any money from any sales that are made. So I'm just doing it out of my love for the product, just so you know. So I hope that you enjoy the replay. Let me know again if you have any questions, and hopefully there will be many more lives. I did not get to doing alcohol links. I did not get to do a lot of stuff today that I wanted to do. I was being too ambitious. But there's going to be another gel plate live with alcohol inks. People had requested that. I do want to show that. I also want to show you how you can use markers and how you can use the gel plate for tracing. So much. That'll happen another time. Right now, I got to go eat something. So I will take your leave. Please watch the replay. Please provide feedback. Let me know what worked for you, what didn't work for you, if you were able to use the shopping links, because this is on Amazon, to make your purchases. And also if there's anything else in terms of my presentation, my demo that you'd like to let me know about. Please comment, please email, and just have fun creating. Stay safe, stay kind.